Hey guys, welcome to the road to the Kang Dynasty. In this series, I'm going back every single month and revisiting a previous MCU movie and making updated custom LEGO minifigures to make them as accurate to the movies as possible. Alright guys, the road to Kang Dynasty or Avengers 5 or whatever it's going to be called is well on its way, and for this month, we're revisiting Ant-Man. Now, if you guys don't know, Ant-Man is pretty much my favorite MCU superhero, right up there with Captain America and Rocket Raccoon, honestly. I should do a ranked order list, but that's not what you clicked on this video for. In this video, I'll be showing you how to make every main character from Ant-Man using 100% official LEGO parts and pieces, and yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I went all out for this one, because I love this movie. It's one of my top 10 MCU movies, actually. And yeah, I'll stop talking and get into making customs, so let's get it. Well, there's one thing to address. Of course, Jonathan Majors has been fired from the MCU, and we don't really know if Kang is going to be the main focus going forward. Rumor has it that the next Avengers movie is just titled Avengers 5 for right now, and it's not going to be about Kang, so I don't really feel right changing the Kang Dynasty name of this series just yet, but of course, when we get the update of where we're going in the MCU, I'll start updating these from there, but until then, let's keep moving on. Alright, you guys know that I do these showcases in rough sequential order of appearance in the movie, so at the beginning of the movie we have the flashback scene with a younger Michael Douglas as Hank Pym. Of course, we have Howard Stark and Peggy Carter. So for these, I went ahead and made a whole bunch of figures here, but they're all pretty simple. The torso for Hank Pym comes from James Potter from the Harry Potter CMF Series 2, and the head comes from Belloc from Indiana Jones, or from Alexander Pierce from the Avengers Tower, which is also where this torso comes from for Howard Stark. The head comes from Vernon Dursley from Harry Potter. Then for Peggy Carter, she does look older in this scene, so I used this brown hair with these gray streaks that came in a Harry Potter set a long time ago. And then the torso is from Bruce Banner from Infinity War or Ragnarok, with the legs from 2015 Scarlet Witch. For Scott Lang, I kept it simple. The head comes from Poe Dameron from Star Wars with some tousled brown hair here. The torso comes from either Jerry Seinfeld or from Selvig from the Avengers Tower, and he's got gray legs to pull the look together. Baskin-Robbins always finds out, so to build Scott in his Baskin-Robbins outfit and his manager Dale, I used a variation of lots of different parts. The head once again comes from Poe Dameron with a blue hat, pink arms, tan hands, and the torso and legs from the barista from the Lego Movie. Then this torso comes from the birthday kid from the CMF series with short-sleeved white arms, the head from Peter Venkman, the hair from Dwight from The Office, and khaki legs to finish off the look. For Hank Pym's main look, I went ahead and used the same outfit I've been using for quite some time, and that is dark khaki legs with these arms from Grip Hook from the Harry Potter CMF series, with tan hands, this torso that came in Lego City as well as Monster Fighters, then the head from Dumbledore, and the really great hairpiece from Commissioner Gordon from the Lego Batman movie. Finally, I did build him a little vial of Pym particles here with a 1x1 translucent tube and some studs on top and bottom. Now, in the Avengers Tower, we got one that had the Pym Industries logo with a sticker on it, but the Pym particles we see in this movie don't have the Pym logo on it, so I went ahead and used this because it's like 5% more accurate. You know, for Darren Cross, I don't think it gets any simpler than just using Lex Luthor from DC, so I would recommend that. But if you don't have this figure, because it is over a decade old at this point, I just recommend any head that looks good without a hairpiece and a suit, because it looks pretty generic in this movie. He hasn't turned into MODOK yet, so we'll leave him be for now, but stay tuned when I go back and redo the Quantum Mania video probably like 2 years from now. It's going to take a long time to get there. Up next, we've got Scott's ex-wife, Maggie, her new husband, Paxton, and Cassie Lang. A lot of different parts are used here. So, for Maggie, the head from Claire Dearing from Jurassic World is literally perfect with this strawberry blonde long hair. This torso comes from Grip Hook, who we talked about earlier, with black arms, tan hands, and khaki legs. For Paxton, the head comes from El Dorado from the Lego Batman movie, with some regular black hair here. This jacket from Mutt from the 2008 Indiana Jones line, and dark blue legs, which coincidentally also came on Mutt. Then we've got short blue legs for Cassie, this torso from Hermione from LEGO Dimensions, this head that's been used in lots of different places, but I got it from Lex from LEGO Jurassic Park, and some regular brown hair to pull the look together. Alright, so this is Scott's outfit from when he breaks into Hank Pym's house. The head is once again Poe Dameron with a Emperor Palpatine style black hood. This torso, I always mess this up, guys. Sometimes I say it's from Snake from The Simpsons. Sometimes I say it's from another character. I always mess this up, so I'm sure somebody will let me know in the comments where this is from. He's got black gloves and these dual molded legs from Batman or Miles Morales, and I added a backpack on the back because I think that helps, but as simple as this outfit is in the movie, I think it looks pretty good in LEGO form. Alright, now we've got Ant-Man, and you guys know I loved making this figure. Now, the first thing I'm sure people are going to ask is why I didn't use the more modern Ant-Man helmet. Well, truth be told, the more modern Ant-Man helmet is really great, and for those that don't know what I'm talking about, it's the one that came in the Avengers Endgame version of Ant-Man. That helmet is great. I'm not taking away from it. It is really awesome. However, I don't think it's super accurate for the Ant-Man helmet that we see in this movie. The helmet we got originally is actually pretty good for this movie, but it does have that open mouth area, so what I did, and I've been doing since 2015, is use the head from Space Batman, because you get a little bit of, like, I don't know, technology around the mouth. I don't know what you'd call that, apparatus. But when you put the Ant-Man helmet on it, it does look really good. So I like that a lot. So we've got the 2015 Ant-Man helmet, torso, and legs with that Batman head from Space Batman, with the arms from the Surfer Dude from the LEGO CMF series, and the good old handcuff trick where you take a pair of handcuffs and chop the chain out from the middle and then put the cuffs back on so that your figures can have a little bit of bulk around the wrists there, and I think that it looks really great for Ant-Man from this movie. To build Janet as the Wasp from the flashback scene, I actually think using the Ant-Man torso from Ant-Man and the Wasp, but flipped around, looks pretty good, with the same arms and gauntlet combo we just talked about. Then, of course, using that Endgame Ant-Man helmet and these wings from Beetle from LEGO Spider-Man back in the day, I actually think it looks pretty good. What do you guys think? Alright, then we get to that awesome scene where we see Falcon guarding the Avengers campus. Gotta love that. And it's so fun to, like, go back and watch this movie again. Of course, I rewatched it to do this showcase and to think, holy crap, this guy's Captain America now. That's so cool. Anyways, this is just the Falcon minifigure that comes in the Avengers Tower set. It's basically the best version of Falcon we've gotten to date, in my opinion, and I'm just going to leave him exactly as is because I think he looks pretty good, but guys, look, the torso on mine cracked. I've only had it for a couple months, barely, like maybe, 9-10 weeks, and the torso's already cracked? That's so depressing. I just had to share it to commiserate with you guys. Alright, let's move on. Hope Van Dyne wears a lot of different outfits throughout the course of this movie, so I kind of wanted to make a custom that covers the general style of all of them. The head comes from Quora from LEGO Tron Legacy. It's kind of old set now, but we've got this bob haircut. It's come in a lot of different places over the years. The torso comes from Lois Lane from LEGO Batman vs. Superman, and these legs come from the LEGO Women of NASA set from LEGO Ideas quite some years back, but they come in handy more often than not, so that's what I recommend here. Alright, up next we've got Luis and Kurt. Of course, you gotta make these guys, and their friend Dave is in the movie too. I guess I just forgot to make him. Oops. Anyways, I'm gonna keep rolling on. So for Kurt, we've got the torso from Knight Rider from LEGO Dimensions. It was also used in a Spider-Man Homecoming set. This face actually comes from Ethan Hunt from LEGO Dimensions with the piled up Elvis hair from back in the day, although it's actually used on a lot of figures. I don't know what I'm talking about saying back in the day. Then for Luis, I went with his security guard outfit, but you really could go with just a more casual look if you had casual pieces. But the most important part is the head from Tasu Leech from 2015 Star Wars Force Awakens with a black hat, this security torso from the LEGO Batman movie, and some black legs to tie the look together. Alright, here we've got Yellowjacket. Darren Cross is one step closer to becoming MODOK, but this suit is awesome. This is the LEGO Yellowjacket minifigure from 2015. They actually made one in the Ant-Man Final Battle set. Pretty much perfect right out of the gate, so not really anything to update here. I did use the handcuff trick to bulk up his arms a little bit, and the other thing I did is I took the yellow stud shooters out of the arms here, and instead I put in these little, I guess claw pieces? I don't know what you would quite call those, but I think it looks pretty good, and it makes it look a lot less kitty than the stud shooter, but I do like the way it looks, so let me know which one you guys prefer. In the thumbnail, I used the stud shooters, but yeah, it is what it is. Alright, let's roll on. In all of these showcases, I always make the Stan Lee cameo, especially this time around. So for Stan Lee's cameo as the bartender, I went ahead and used this torso. It's from Lego City, but truth be told, I don't know how it ended up in my collection, so I'm not really sure exactly where it's from. But he's got black legs, tan hands, and the head and hair. Well, the hair is official Lego, but the head is a custom head from Firestar Toys. I know that kind of breaks the purist rule, but it looks so good for Stan Lee. And for Stan Lee, it makes sense to break the rules. So yeah, that's gonna finish up this, and we got one more figure to go thanks to the post-credits scene. I was hesitant to even add this one because we do see the Wasp suit in the post-credits scene, but nobody ever puts it on, so is it really a character per se? I'm not really sure, but I figured I'd show you guys anyways because we're here at the end of the video. This is the Wasp from the Avengers Tower set with the gauntlet trick I've talked about, the handcuff trick, and these legs come from Aisha from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Okay, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and wrap up this video and round the bases for home. Alright guys, let me know what you think of these customs in the comments down below. Be sure to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the future installments of the Road to Kang Dynasty or Avengers 5 or whatever it's going to be called, but it's going to be a fun ride. So yeah, stay tuned. I'm going to be making every custom from every movie, from everything ever. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys then.